Monday and I have the day off and some exciting stuff is gonna happen. I asked on Instagram a while back if I should redo my hair as purple, because I don't know if you can tell, there used to be purple in my hair, or if I should change it up and go blue. So we just picked up some Blue Jean Baby Arctic Fox. Everybody wanted blue, so we're gonna go with blue. Finally arrived. My hair is disgusting right now, so I got two because I only had little baby ones. We're just kind of like have at it in my hair and just chit chat while I do that. I started City of Brass this morning, which was super, it just is really good. I'm about 85 pages into City of Brass and I'm really loving it. I just got, I guess I can talk about it because by the time this vlog is up, this is a really attractive look. By the time this vlog is up, I will have posted about it, but I was, Tour.com or Tour Teen had asked if people wanted to review, I think it's called The Princess Will Save You. I will correct it if I'm wrong down below, but it's a Princess Bride retelling that, where obviously like the female character is the, she's like the hero. Sibyl, that's what I'm looking for. She's the hero. And that really intrigues me, but I guess they were having issues with whoever was going to do the original book tour, so they took to their Instagram stories and were like, if you want a review copy of this and you want to work with us, like, you know, drop us an email here. So of course I did, because we all know I love Tour and all of their publishing house stuff. And it arrived today, so I have to set up pictures. It comes out tomorrow, the 7th. They want me to post on the 9th for some reason. So I guess I'm posting on Thursday, so I'm gonna have to set something up. This is not a tutorial. This is just one crazy lady doing her hair in front of a camera. There's certain spots where like the blue didn't totally take, so it's kind of this like weird blue. Cute. Glue hair. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday morning. Jesus is mowing the lawn, so that's what you're gonna hear. He's too tall for the lawnmower. Anyway, so I'm just trying to edit last week's vlog and get it up. I'm just adding in the pictures. I'm adding in music, and I should be able to export shortly. Otherwise, I'm still reading City of Brass. I don't really have a lot of updates. I tend to not read as much when Jesus is here because he wants to like actually do things, and I guess I'm not supposed to just like sit and ignore people. I mean, that's my favorite pastime, but I guess it's kind of rude to just ignore your boyfriend. Anyway, so yeah, but today he has made me an appointment for a massage because my back has been so bad we've been covering me in icy hot patches for the last 24 hours, and so it's a little looser today. I also haven't like worked or done anything like that, so that's helped. And the other thing that I started doing is trying to pull together like YouTube yoga things on like upper back, specifically like trapezius spasms and pain, yoga to target that. So if anybody has anything and you want to link it in the comments, please do, because I need all the help I can get, because I'm gonna have to start doing that. I haven't been doing my writing because I'm a lazy SOB, but I need to get back to that because I do miss that. But yeah, that's really the day. It's a pretty quiet day. We did a lot of chores yesterday. I have to do more chores today. I dyed my hair blue yesterday. It's growing on me. I think I like the color, and I just I will have to have, whenever I feel comfortable going to get my hair cut again, because I desperately need a haircut, I'll have her do the color for real, and it'll look way better when she does it, but I like it. I usually do that. I usually test out my hair colors when I want to do something funky, like I'll do it to myself, and then I'll have her do it like professionally. I never bleach my own hair, because if you've ever watched a Brad Mondo bleach fail like video, you would never do it to yourself. But I do like put color in my hair, obviously, so yeah. But that's my day, so hopefully it's a nice relaxing day. So I'm enjoying a relatively less painful day, so that makes me really happy. So I'm gonna finish this vlog, because as soon as I'm done editing this, I can get back to like reading for realsies. And yeah, and while he mows the lawn, it's the perfect time to do that, because then we're both busy. Anyhow, we might go out for lunch today too. That was on the table as an option. We shall see. If I can take you along, I will. If I can't, well, sorry. Vlogging is awkward. Happy Wednesday. I had a really nice day yesterday. It looks like it's gonna rain. It's looked like that for the last day or so. I don't know why massages are so expensive, but I'm really glad. I don't know why he's barking. I'm really glad that Jesus made me get one, because I think it helped my back a little, but I don't really know. Like, I woke up this morning and it started to get tight, and I'm like bruised in areas from where she beat me up, but like I'm hoping it'll get better. I work for the next 2 days, so not going to be a lot of updates. I'm still reading City of Brass. I will move on to something else. Oh, but I got to go into a bookstore yesterday, which was really nice. And I forgot how expensive books really are. And I also didn't know that there was this whole like Blackout Tuesday thing going on yesterday. And I'm really upset about it because I would have made different book choices while I was there. It wasn't a black-owned bookstore or anything, but I bought like 2 books that had been on my radar, not really paying any attention to anything else. So I would have put my money into other choices. I just wanted to support this little shop that had been closed, so I picked up a couple things that I've been wanting to read. But I definitely could have combined those 2 efforts if I had known. What makes me upset about that the most is that means that narrative is getting drowned out by just like going back to normal, and that upsets me a little bit. I've noticed it in my stories, like people are not talking about things as much, and like I'm not talking about things as much because a lot of what I'm doing is reading somebody else's stuff because it's about educating myself, and I've noticed a lot of things are falling by the wayside, and that makes me upset. You had a tragic situation that actually drove a movement and gave it a lot of momentum, and I feel like it's getting covered up by just other stuff, and that makes me upset. So I'm gonna try to be better and pay more attention and look a little deeper, because I think for a lot of us this is how we came to not be like enormous consumers of like POC content, LGBTQ content, things like that, and you know, books and things, is because you weren't using, because it was getting sort of buried in the industry, and the industry wasn't pushing it. So if you weren't consciously looking for it, you might not find it, because it wasn't just going to stumble into your lap or fall into your lap. And I feel like there's a little bit of reverting back to that. It's not like a full like 180 swing back, but there's a little bit of it, because it took until I got home last night, and I'm always on Instagram. It took until I got home last night for me to even know there was this whole Blackout Tuesday thing. And at this point, like, I don't have any money to spare, or I'd be like, we're gonna make it Blackout Wednesday. But I know that I have a wish list that includes many things by many diverse authors now. I just got an ARC for a young adult romance from a Thai author, which I think is amazing. So I'm really truly trying, but it makes me sad that there's a little bit of a pullback from the community, which I didn't notice at first, and I take full ownership of the fact that like I should have been paying better attention. I didn't, but I'm looking now and I see it. There's a little bit of a pullback. There's a lot of, and this is what I was most worried about, was there were a lot of people that were going to make a lot of noise, especially like big bookstagrammers and tubers and things that were just going to like get on the bandwagon, and then they kind of wouldn't hear anything about it again. And there's definitely people that like I knew were never going to go back and stop talking about it. You know, they were changing and it was for real, and then I knew there were people that it was fake. And I think some of that is coming out in the wash right now. But yeah, so I apologize to the community that I did not participate in that, because I 100% would have if I had actually known that it was going on. And I urge anybody, like, if there's anything you ever think that I need to know, that I need to read, that I need to see, that I would be interested in, and this isn't just about like race or Black Lives or anything, it's about like everything in general. If there's a book you think I need to see, if there's a movement you think I need to see, if there's a movie you think I need to see, if there's just like a funny meme you need to see, like, you can always DM me on Instagram and send me something. I am very active. I will eventually get back to everybody. But yeah, that made me a little upset, and I wish I had known. So yeah, I'm gonna drink my coffee out of my beautiful Frida Kahlo mug that I got the other day. I don't need any more mugs, by the way, but I keep buying them. I love it. I broke a mug the other day, so I feel like I could buy two new ones. But I like it. And I'm just gonna get my day going. I'm gonna continue to read City of Brass. I've started drawing on Procreate, really terrible drawings. while listening to audiobooks. I find it really helpful because it's hard for me to hold books up right now with my back. So, but I can put Procreate down and just draw. So anyway, I'm getting distracted by Instagram. See, like I'm always on Instagram. Also, I want these glasses really badly. I'm always on Instagram. How did I miss this? I missed it, I think, because nobody was talking about it, like in my immediate sphere. It got buried somewhere in my feed and I didn't see it till the end of the day. And I need to do better. We all need to do better. Like, that hasn't stopped. So, that was a ramble that probably won't make it into the vlog. Anyway, I'm gonna read.
Spoken evolution of a band going into existence.
Good morning. It is Friday morning. I am off from work. I had 2 long days of work and I survived. So, and my back is still killing me. The massage that I got on Tuesday was lovely. They did a good job. It's this has nothing to do with how good or bad the massage was. The massage was really good. The woman really beat the shit out of my back. And maybe if I could go see her more regularly, it would work. But like, honestly, by the time I woke up Wednesday morning, my whole back had seized again. So, yeah, it's been a long 2 days at work and I gotta go back tomorrow. You know, I'm not looking forward to it physically. It's okay. Like, this will pass. It's just, this is taking a while and it's very exhausting. But anyway, reading updates. What's going on in my little life? I decided that I was going to mood read this month, and I really am just kind of whatever I want to pick up, I'm picking up. I have a very loose TBR. So, from my TBR, I finished City of Brass, and City of Brass was so good. The ending was like really good. It's like not a twist, but there's like a nice like cliffhangery, like it's a good ending for a first book from the series. So I'm scared to read the second book because second books are either like really good or really bad, but I will read that soon. But I think the second book's also supposed to be really good, but there's a little bit more. The only thing I have to say, it's not a negative because it doesn't bother me, but it'll definitely bother some people, is that there's a lot of world building and like description and eye of the world and the things around them, and not so much like dialogue and action. But I enjoy that because I think the world that the author has created, I can't say her name and I'm not butchering it, I feel like that's rude to butcher it. The world that the author creates is so beautiful that I will listen to or read any description, because I listened to this book predominantly because I was driving a lot. But it's really, I think it's beautiful, so I don't mind the descriptions. But if you're somebody who finds that very slow and needs more like talking and action to move the book along, then you might get bored in spots. But I say push through it because it's beautiful and it's not a boring book. But, you know, everybody has their own opinions. I'm still making my way through The Damned. It is picking up. Sebastian is trying to deal with becoming a vampire. If you've never read The Beautiful, I'm sorry. I've just ruined the ending for you. But yeah, no, it's good. I'm really bad at reading things on my Kindle, which is why I don't like that the world is shifting to e-arcs. I predominantly like audiobooks because I do a lot of things moving around and it's a lot easier for me to focus, and I've sort of trained myself to listen to stories so that I can consume more, and then I like physical books, and then I like the ebooks, and it's really hard for me to read ebooks. But I'm doing it. I'm curious about the audiobook for it, and I was really hoping they would have it on script because the first one was so bad that I wanted to see if they had improved the second audiobook. So if I can ever get my hands on like a free copy of it, I will. But right now I can't seem to find it anywhere but like Audible. So, and then the other thing I started listening to a song of Wraiths and Ruin, and it's really freaking good. And I'm maybe like halfway through that. I'm gonna try to finish that today. I'm enjoying the story. I'm glad that I'm listening to it because I also got an e-copy from the library. And when I go back to the text, I notice that there's like all these words that the font is even different, and there's so many, not strange, but like strange to me words. They're unfamiliar, that's a better word. They're unfamiliar to me words because they're from, I'm assuming, different African cultures, African folklore, that kind of stuff. That like it's nice to hear it said so that I know how it's pronounced. You know, as opposed to me just kind of be like, I don't know what that word is, and then moving on. Like it gives me a different connection, which I enjoy. And the narrator's good. I think I like the guy better than the girl. I think his name is Malik, and the girl's Karina. And Karina's kind of like, she's fine. I'm hoping she gets a little bit more badass at the end, by the end, but I like Malik. I think he's kind of funny. He has these little inner dialogues that are really sort of sarcastic. And what I really liked about this audiobook is that at the very beginning, the author gives you a list of all the trigger warnings. And there are a lot of trigger warnings in this book. Like there's some animal abuse, there's some animal sacrifice, there's mental health things, there's cutting, there's, I don't know. I think there's also some other kinds of abuse and like violence that happen. And I really like that. That's the first time I've ever heard a trigger warning in the beginning of a book, an audiobook. And I like that. We've had debates in my book group about trigger warnings and whose responsibility is it to give the trigger warnings. And I think that the authors and publishers should be upfront about it. There's some book company that puts it on the back of the book and lists all the trigger warnings. It's not on the back of this book. This book just is a trigger warning. And then, or like you could put it in the front of the book. Really big booktubers and book reviewers, like, yeah, maybe you should list them. But like, I always feel like it was my responsibility to say that. I don't know. I don't always notice them as trigger warnings because like, there's not a lot of stuff that really triggers me. And even things that make me upset or angry, I still continue to read them because as long as it's not glorifying it, I will continue to read it. So if someone is glorifying rape or they're glorifying abuse, that makes me really angry, and I wouldn't read that. But if you're talking about it because it's part of the story and you're dissecting it and you're putting a message around why it's bad, or you're trying to get something across, then I keep reading. But that's me, and triggers are very personal. So somebody else may read a rape scene and they have like a PTSD moment. I don't have that. I can relate to a lot of things from my own personal experiences and the things that I've gone through, but my own traumas don't tend to make me physically have an issue, be triggered. Except for A Girl on a Train. I still don't know if I could finish that. One day maybe we can talk about why I can't read A Girl on a Train. I'm not ready to put that in the internet, but anywho. So that was a long-winded rant about trigger warnings. But anyway, A Song of Wraiths and Ruin is really good so far. I think it's very interesting. I'm enjoying it. I get why everybody loves it. And then the other thing that I picked up on a whim, because I needed something to listen to, and I happen to have a physical copy of it, and I could find the audiobook on Libby, was The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. I keep wanting to call her Locks. If you don't know the story, which I did not know until like a year ago, and I have a degree in biology, I've taken genetic courses, I've taken cell biology, I've taken microbiology, I'm taking all these things, and I've probably heard of HeLa cells and never thought anything of it, but nobody explained where they came from. And they came from this poor black woman who had a massive cervical tumor. They took samples and they took a piece of her, and we are still using her cells today. Her unknowing contribution to science is huge. The family has, so far, I have 100 pages left, has not been compensated in any way for the money that has been made off of their like grandmother's, I guess now, or great grandmother's cell line. The conversation that this book has just generally about informed consent and property rights, like personal property rights, is interesting. The fact that they didn't exist. The fact that it basically took Nazi doctors for there to even be a suggested code of conduct for testing on and with human beings is insane. Like, we had to go that far down that rabbit hole for the rest of the world to go, wait, maybe people need to give informed consent before you just start messing with them or pieces of them. Boggles my mind. Like, how unethical have we been for centuries that nobody sat there and thought, you know what? Maybe people want to know that you're using their body parts for things. Anywho, makes me angry. This book just makes me angry. I knew this book was going to make me angry. I'm angry, but I'm angry in an informed way, which makes me happy. Because now I know something more. I'm learning something. I'm a more informed human being, so I'm okay being angry right now. But yeah, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish The Song of Wraiths and Ruin, and I think I'm going to read, I got an e-arc of the next Tea Dragon Society. I'm going to try to read that tonight before I go to bed. We're going to get back to this. So that's our day. We got coffee, we got books. My back isn't so bad today, but it's not great. And it looks like it's going to rain today, so it's a nice day to just cozy up and get angry about informed consent. It's just so disgusting what we did to people, especially black people, specifically in the minority group. Not a minority. But it's just that word makes somebody put someone down. Anyway, I need to stop rambling about this. We can have a whole vlog that's just me talking about injustice. But it's just so appalling. It's just so appalling. Right, Turbo? It's just awful. Just read this. Please read this. It's like the audiobooks, I found like 9 different versions of the audiobook around. They're not very expensive on like iBooks. They're free at your library. Scribd I think has an ebook copy of this if you want to read it. Please read it. And you know that you will be angry, but you will be a better informed human being. Okay? So read it. That's it. That's my message for the day. I'll check back in maybe later. I should probably clean things today because my house is disgusting. Yeah. Cheers. Happy Friday. Hello. So, quick update. It's raining now. So I made myself a little tea. I made that sweet cinnamon chai that came in my last Sips by, and it's really good. And I finished The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. And Lax? I finished A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. And A Song of Wraiths and Ruin was good. I'm interested to see where it goes next. I think it's an interesting world. Ooh, where are you going to? I think it's an interesting world. Tammy wanted a snack, so I gave him a snack. And I really enjoyed it. I gave it like 4 stars, I think. It's not perfect because I feel like the female character is kind of like, I don't know, there's something about her that kind of bothers me for most of the book, and maybe she'll get better in the next one. And the male character was more fun to me. Sorry, Turbo's been like trying to catch a fly for like days. He's turned into Mr. Miyagi. Like he actually caught one the other day. He woke up from bed, like he was dead asleep. He woke up, caught a fly, went back to bed. Like, my dog's insane. Anyway, so eventually I'm gonna have to do something about my appearance because I look like a crazy person, but it's a dreary, dark, rainy day. Like, let's just have tea and not care about how we look. There's a t-shirt. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna settle in and put on some YouTube while I read through the newest Tea Dragon Society, because I have the e-arc of that and I'm super excited, and I have it teed up on my iPad. I've been trying to learn how to draw and Procreate in particular, so I made this really cute drawing for my friend of nasturtiums because she loves them and she's been having a rough time lately, so it's a little childish, but I enjoyed it. So we'll put it up here, I guess, so y'all can see it. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna enjoy a cozy little rainy day. I actually really like rainy days, as long as I get breaks every now and then with some sunshine. I like rainy days. I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. I have broken out like crazy. Okay. I'm on my way to work. I work today. I'm off tomorrow. Hopefully I can get this vlog up tomorrow. I don't really have much to update you on because I did a lot of updating yesterday. But the only other thing I have to tell you is that I read this little graphic novel, which I don't have in the car, called Alone, and I legitimately, if you follow me on Instagram, you know, cried. It is beautifully drawn. The story is like lovely, and I might be a little hormonal, so maybe that's why I'm crying, but like, I'm definitely hormonal. I mean, I'm hormonal, but like, it was so good. So if you like graphic novels and you want a good story that is moving, I would read that. I'll put a graphic up because I don't have it here, so you can see what the cover looks like. But yeah, I'm off to work. I'm thinking I'm going to start Dread Nation today. I'm still working on The Damned, but I need an audiobook, so I think I'm going to start Dread Nation because I have that on audio. I have sores behind my ears from wearing a mask. It's so much fun. I love this world that we live in now, she says sarcastically. And I think that's it. I'm not feeling great today, mainly because I'm hormonal, but it's fine. That will pass. We will get over that hump. But my back feels way better, so I'm happy about that. That makes me feel good, that my back's better. Oh, my neighbor's running by. He probably thinks I'm weird sitting in my car talking, but maybe he thinks I'm on the phone. But yeah, that's it.